So in this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the rear hardtop on a Jeep Wrangler all by yourself, solo, alone, no help, just you, nobody else. 2 hands, 2 arms, 2 painter sticks. That's all you're going to need to remove the rear hardtop on your Jeep Wrangler. So what do you say we just jump straight into it? And by the way, isn't that why we buy these Wranglers? To remove the hardtops, but they're so annoying to take off. Not anymore. 2 painter sticks, done. I'll also be showing you how to put it back on. Stay tuned until the end. All right, everyone, here we go. It is that time. That time has come for you to be thoroughly entertained by watching one man remove the entire rear hardtop of the Jeep. So without further ado, let's do it. So what I like to do is find a nice position where my hands feel comfortable. All right. And then you're going to want to lift the top and just see if it's free. And it is. And then you're going to find that balance point. And right here, I have the balance point, okay? And you see that since I have it balanced in my hand, right from the get-go, I'm even able to talk to you, and this thing is completely free, right? You can do this all on your own. Now it's a matter of getting it to the floor. And much like doing a squat at a gym, okay, same process. We're just gonna come on down. Here we go. I use my head also to give me a little support on the top as I get down. And then I let it fall on my back. I use my back to kind of shimmy it out. Speaking of shimmying, let me shimmy out of the top now. All right. And there you have it, guys. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it is actually very doable. And once you put the painter sticks on the edge of the vehicle, you will find that this becomes so much easier. All right, so what do you say I take you behind the scenes to show you everything I did to accomplish that amazing feat that I'm sure entertained you immensely. All right, guys, it wasn't easy, but it definitely is doable, especially if you don't have access to a garage where you can mount hoists and straps or buy that expensive cart to wheel the rear hardtop out. All right, guys, so let me just take you through what I did, so that this way, if you want to attempt that amazing feat, you can also do so. Number 1, you're going to start by removing your freedom panels. That's the first step. Secondly, there are 2 T30 screws up here that you're going to want to remove. You got one here on the driver's, and the other is on the passenger side. Your Jeep Wrangler should have came with a kit that looks similar to this one. I'll show you right now. Okay, so if you see this pouch, just locate that. You'll have the T30 bit, and also you'll have the ratchet there, so this way you can accomplish that, or just put it on a drill and zip them out like I always do. Speaking of zipping out, the next thing you're going to do is locate the T30 6 screws that are in the rear of your hardtop. You've got 1, 2, 3 on either side. Take those out. At this point, your hardtop is free. But not really, not exactly. Let me show you what I mean. The thing with the rear hardtop is that it's been on your body, sitting on the body for so long that it almost becomes fused to the body. Not to mention there are also 2 guide pins that are sitting here and here. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and just crack the rear hardtop and make sure that it even lifts from here. You see how I'm lifting it? I'm getting it to lift up. Good. Do that on both sides because it'll be fused to the body. And if you went under and just try to lift, knowing that everything's out, it's still going to feel like there's screws or something holding it. And that's just the compression of the hardtop to the body for so many years. Now, you might have seen that I've been waving this painter's stick from Home Depot around a lot. And I'm doing that for a reason, because this is what you will be utilizing to really accomplish this great feat. What I like to do is I grab 2 of these painter sticks from Home Depot, and they're absolutely free. I mean, it costs nothing to pick these up, right? They don't charge anything. So you can go there and just kind of pick them up. And it's the large ones, right? Just large painter stick, or just 2 pieces of wood, but they have to be similar in, well, exact in thickness. So I had these laying around, and I thought this would be perfect as a shim. So what you do is you're going to want to, like before, you're going to crack the rear hardtop. And like I said, there's 2 guide pins here. So we want to get those guide pins out of their holes and kind of free floating and find the center of this top. So this way, when we go to lift, the guide pins don't get caught up in the holes that they're sitting in, and that makes it difficult to remove. So all you have to do is lift one side of the top, and then I like to find the middle. of the rear hardtop. So this way it's almost teeter-tottering, right? It's like a seesaw. Just find that middle, and that's good right there. I'll go ahead to the other side and do the same thing on that side of the top really quickly. It's going to be the same thing, and I'll show you what that looks like from the inside, but let me just accomplish it here on this side really quickly, show you how easy this is. Okay, cool. All right, so here we are on the inside of the rear hardtop, and what you'll notice here is that this piece of wood actually created this gap because there was two guide pins, one here and one back here, that are sitting in a hole. Now those are out of the hole, and this top is essentially free floating, both on same sides. You should be able to see daylight through the bottom of the rear hardtop, and at that point you'll be ready for the lifting. All right, now that everything is free, it is time to get this party started. And guys, I just want to make this clear, and this way you don't get caught up doing it. Never place your hands behind the rear this roll bar, because you'll get caught up in doing so, and that seems pretty obvious, but I might as well mention it. The other thing is, find a comfortable place and lift the top and find that balance point, right? Lift it and see where it is that this thing feels balanced, because eventually you're gonna have to kind of shimmy out of the vehicle with it, and if it's not balanced in your hands right from the get-go, it's gonna make getting it out really difficult. All right, so as promised, I'm going to show you how to put this thing back on your Jeep Wrangler by yourself, because I'm suspecting that all of the videos that I have seen show people taking it off. They never say how they put it back on, and I actually read that in one of the comments. So I figured I'd show you how to do it all by yourself without getting your neighbor involved, or even, you know, calling the wife. Hey, baby, babe, come outside real quick, babe. Yeah, what do you want? I just need to show you something. I got her now. No, we're not going to do all that. You took it off by yourself. You got yourself into this mess by yourself. You're going to get yourself out of it by yourself. And luckily, I made it home before the sun went down, so I can show you exactly how this goes down. So here we go. You're welcome. All right, so before we get started, I just want you to get some padding on the front edges, because we're going to be tipping the back end up, and these 2 points are going to be digging into the ground because we're going to lift it up. All right, let me show you how to do that without getting the wife involved, or your next door neighbor, or the brother-in-law. Right, so let me show you how we do that. All right, here we go. All right, so you're just going to lift it here. Don't grab it by the glass now, guys, because like I said, you will break the glass. So once you get it tipped up, then you're just going to do one of those numbers. Okay. All right, guys, now that you have it like this, you're going to grab it from the bottom and then from the center of the hardtop. So here we go. You get under it, and you're going to lift with your legs. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now I got it on my head, and I'll just turn around. I'm kind of using my elbows here. Let me show you. While I have it, let me show you the configuration I'm in. I'm kind of got it supported with my elbows here. Can y'all see that? My elbows are kind of supported here. And if I want, I can find that center point and just get it up. And there you have it. Again, you are welcome for the entertainment. You probably thought it wouldn't be possible, but here it is. Now, at this point, I'm almost home free, ain't I? She's sitting, she's resting, and she's ready to just get slid forward. So that's all I'm gonna do from now. Got it in here. I like to cut in the vehicle the same way we took it out. I used the rear cargo door to kind of support it. I'm gonna go ahead and just lift. Right. There we go. And then just, looks like we're almost there. Just use these guide pins. She's just line right up. See what we got going on here. There she goes. 1, 2. That side's on. Told you wouldn't have to call the brother-in-law. So guess what? You'd owe him one. All right, guys, and it's just that simple to put it back on. And it was also pretty simple to take it off. So there you have it. If you want to do this all by yourself, there's the blueprint. You're welcome.